I'm going to begin with a prayer. Divine Light, I surrender to you this day. I give everything about this day into the blessed arms of love. I forgive myself for any mistaken ideas and painful images I may have had. I willingly accept the healing grace of true love today. Where I forgot the truth of my beloved self today, where I forgot the truth of all beloveds, I open my heart and mind and accept the healing of my limited, made-up past. I'm here to rest in the arms of love. I am so willing, dear God, to be healed as I sleep. I am willing to begin again, and I place tomorrow in your hands. I'm willing to wake up and experience a happy day that is your divine will for all humanity, a new day, a new opportunity to remember love. Amen. When you put your heart into your prayer, when you let it stir your heart, open your heart, break your heart, your prayer can be like a shot of light that stirs the light within by remembering what it is that you truly want, what it is that you're truly here for, and to keep coming back to that awareness over and over and over until you truly can rest in what you truly want. That you can rest in the acceptance that God's will for you is happiness, the acceptance that only love is real. To accept the healing grace of true love today. All the hymns, I've said many times, are really prayers. And they're teachings, of course, as prayer is also a teaching. And all the hymns, in a way, they snuck in. The hymns snuck in because of the melodies that are part of the vibration. And it's hard to resist the melody that brings the Holy Spirit into your heart. But there's a melody in the words as well. And let your connection be even to those as a melody of remembering how important prayer is to your well-being, to your sanity. Because The ego thoughts are so insane and yet accepted that every time you bring prayer into your heart, you break the trance and you enter into love. Let yourself have prayer in all of its form. Be your friend, be your companion, be the key that opens the door, be the comfort, be the light. It's all there, as it is all there within you as well. Allow this prayer to come into your heart and hold you in the truth of love. The dawn has arrived resplendently. The dawn has arrived of this new day. My Father is here, that is where He is, and my Mother is here in love. The dawn has arrived, illuminating resplendently the new day. My Mother is here with open arms and with her roses of crystal purity. And the heart became resplendent and bloomed with all that love. And my Mother is here. Oh, yes, she is. My Father is here in great jubilation, resplendently illuminating. It is dawn and the sun has risen. In the resplendence of the divine light, our Mother is here, and with her stands Jesus. The sun has risen, illuminating. Let's all receive the love of truth. The child, the love, the truth of love itself. It has now arrived into the heart of every beloved. Amanecer, esplandecer, amanhecer, o novo dia. Meu Pai é lá, ela que ela está, minha mãe está, é o seu altar. Amanhecer, iluminou, resplandeceu o novo dia. Minha mãe está lá, de cabelos abertos e suas rosas, puras de cristal, resplandeceu o coração de saborucho, todo é o amor. E a menina, ela assim, lá está meu Pai, em grande júbilo, resplandeceu, iluminou, e la louvada, o sol nacer, no resplandor da divina luz, nosso Mãe nos traz, o menino Jesus. O sol nasceu, iluminou, vamos receber o Salvador. Ele é menino, ele é o amor, que agora chega aos corações. This hymn, this prayer is calling everyone to the celebration, because every day is a day of celebration. Every day is a day of learning. Every day is a day of deeper and deeper love and devotion. Every day. And every day you are celebrated by the truth of love, waiting for your yes to touch everything and to rest in the bounty of love that you are and that everyone is. The willingness to celebrate that only love is real, that only love is true, and thank God. We weren't right. That's the celebration. We have not come to take prisoners. We have not come here to take prisoners, but to surrender ever more deeply to freedom and joy. We have not come into this world to hold ourselves hostage from love. Run, dear one, from anything that may not strengthen your precious budding wings. We have a duty to befriend those aspects of obedience that stand outside our house and shout to our reason, oh please come out and play. For we have not come here to take prisoners or to confine our wondrous spirits, but to experience ever and ever more deeply our divine courage, freedom, and light. Everything is about a choice, whether you want to see something through peace and harmony and celebration, joyousness. If you want to see and experience that element, it's there. It's really there. It's just what the habit is, what you expect. And that's why it's so essential to surrender your expectations. Because if you already expect to be defended, if you already expect that something is a possible danger, if you already expect that trying to be in control is somehow your safety. These are all expectations that have been expected. The pain and the suffering of the expectation is that if you surrender the outcome of every day, if you surrender that to love, dedicate it to love, expect God's grace, and put all your faith in that everything is moving in perfect harmony because you are loved. And it isn't about whether something is by definition good or bad, because there isn't any good or bad. It's the learning that is available in every moment. And it's so divine because it takes you closer and closer and closer to the love that you are. And you can easily embrace that love that you are. We have not come here to take prisoners. We have come actually to set humanity free, which is not the same thing for sure as taking prisoners. Taking prisoners is really believing that there's ownership, that there is a story that is owned, and that it's personal. And love is calling you to set everyone free. Free to love, free to be love, free to be the divine creation of God, perfect and holy, and without an identity of separation. So we're not here to take prisoners. We're here to learn how to serve in everyone's freedom. And we have to always begin, as everyone has discovered, you always have to begin with your first front door step. It's like you have to take care of your front door step. See what's what. I was given a tremendous gift, not any more tremendous than anyone else's gifts that are there. But this gift was a breaking of the veil of a certain particular element. And what that element was all the roles that I had given to everyone. All the roles that I kept them laced up in. And in the deep surrender of love, to give all of these beloveds, to surrender them into the hands of love itself, into the Holy Spirit's light, was what I was here to learn. And the great gift that was given to me was the calling, many of you are aware of this, the calling to never refer to them as a role, but that every time I would refer to them as the beloved who came as my father, the beloved who came as my mother, the beloved who came as my first grade teacher, the beloved who came as my next door neighbor. This was not a parlor trick or a new reference kind of saying of some kind. This was and is the power of God's truth breaking the trance that holds all those roles in place. Every time I would use the term, the beloved who came as my mother, I let her go from the ownership of who I thought she was. I could let her go into the truth of her divine spirit. It had nothing to do with death. It had to do with the truth of her eternal being. Every time. And it was the ego wanted it to be inconvenient to say these words. The ego would be irritated because the words were, this beloved who came as my mother. But every time those words were said, light would shine on the truth. And the lies of the identity would fade until finally there was no false identity. This gift that was given to me was not given to me for me as a singular identity. This is the offering that God has brought to you to use as a sacred blessing. It is a healing agent of love. The beloved who came as your father, who was and who is this divine spirit? What is the truth of his being? He's not actually male or female. Go beyond. Go beyond the roles that you gave him, the story that he aligned with. Go beyond and accept that this is the beloved that came in the identity of the father, the mother, brother, sister, cousin, first grade teacher, next door neighbor. All of them are waiting to be set free from the identity that has been given to them. You hold it in your heart, the beloved that came as a particular role. I want to see them beyond who I thought they were. I want to see the truth of God within every beloved. And I want to return to love as one. The beloved who came as my mother. What a precious gift to have this transformational awareness that you can bring it and use it as a divine gift. The beloved who came as my sister, brother, cousin, friend. That you can embrace their beauty, their perfection, their truth, and serve them in setting them free so they don't have to struggle and suffer. We have not come here to take prisoners, but to surrender ever more deeply to freedom and joy, taking along all these beloveds who came as different roles, set them free, let them return to their divine self, one self. And what is love in these relationships? Love has no separate parts and no degrees, no kinds of levels, one way of living and loving one, and another way of loving another. It never alters with the beloved or the circumstance. Love remains in its wholeness. Love is a law without an opposite, including everyone as the one, perfect and whole. And to accept it within is the same as accepting it for everyone. You are the beloved who came as a particular identity, but it's not the truth of you. The beloved who came, male, female, all of it, not the truth of you. So beyond any identity in the perfection of God. Love has no separate parts and no degrees. It's all in divine equality. How you love one, you must love them all maximally. Everyone is you, perfect and whole.